From above, Lake Tahoe looks like something eternal. The drone lifts over the north shore, water stretching farther than the eye can follow. Blue upon blue, framed by ridges that have stood for thousands of years. This lake is ancient, formed nearly 2 million years ago, carved by glaciers, shaped by volcanic fire. They say it is the second deepest lake in the United States, over 1,600 feet to the bottom, a depth so dark the sun can't reach it. Even in the warmth of summer, the water stays cold, an average of just under 60 degrees, crisp enough to remind you it is fed by snowmelt.
So we're going to head to Tahoe now, hit the lake. So it's going to be some freeway action, and then we're going to be hitting the mountains before we hit Tahoe for the loop.
Lake Tahoe is more than a lake. It is a mirror of the sky, a keeper of time, a piece of the Sierra's heart made liquid. But to reach it, you have to climb. The ride begins leaving Reno. Desert light at my back, the city fading small in the mirrors. The highway points towards Mount Rose, and the Harley Road Glide growls steady underneath me. Switchback after switchback rises ahead, each turn a test, each mile pulling me higher. The air sharpens, pines press close. The world shifts from dry valley to mountain cathedral. With every climb, the noise of the city peels away, until all that is left is the rhythm of the engine and the sound of the wind over the bars. At the summit, the horizon breaks wide open. Behind me, desert and distance. Ahead, the shimmer of Tahoe. A sliver of blue waiting below like a promise. Dropping down the far side, sunlight flickers through the branches. The lake flashing in glimpses between granite shoulders and the dark timber. It feels like crossing a threshold, leaving one life behind and descending into another.
I take it they're doing construction here. So it's one lane. We gotta sit here and wait until they let that whole side through probably. This is exciting. And we get to see what all the fuss was about. Dickip? And we're slowly working our way over to Tahoe City. It's a beautiful place though. Lots of cool cabins. Lots of little like hotels and stuff. But these cabins are worth hella bread these days. It'd be nice to have one of these. Man, that cabin is dope. Right here on the water. It looks like they're just building that one. Got a couple extra million to spend. I don't know. I didn't even see what the deal was. I didn't see nothing happening. Like, that was weird. Heading over to Rosie's Cafe. Looks like a cool spot. We will find out.
Down in the basin, I roll into Rosie's Diner, a Tahoe landmark. The kind of place that smells like coffee and bacon grease and doesn't care what year it is. I stop for breakfast. Rides aren't just about the road. They're about these rituals, the small human moments that tie the miles together. Looking out the window at the lake while my gloves rest on the table, I feel the day settle in. Then it's back to the bike. The road glide waiting, chrome catching sunlight. The shoreline ride begins gentle, the lake to my side, blue shifting shades with every bend. Curves lead to coves, each one new, each one a little different in the light and color. Pine needles scatter the road, and every few miles the view opens wide. Tahoe spreading out like a story unfolding. The air tastes of water and sap. The sound of the engine feels softer here, carried across the surface of the lake. Then the crown jewel, Emerald Bay. The road bends and suddenly the lake reveals its secret heart. From the overlook above, the bay spreads like a sapphire cupped in granite hands. waters calm and deep. I send the drone over the edge, gliding above the trees, and Fennet Island comes into view. The lake's only island, a solitary sentinel floating in the middle of the bay. Small, defiant, timeless, has seen generations come and go, yet it sits the same, holding whatever secrets the bay refuses to share. As the drone turns, the cliffs reveal another wonder. Eagle Falls, pouring down from the mountains, feeding the bay. Snowmelt becomes silver ribbons, spilling over dark stone, rushing toward the lake below. Even from a distance you can feel its power, the constant renewal, the endless cycle of mountain to river, river to lake, lake to sky. Emerald Bay is Tahoe distilled. Beauty and motion, permanence and change, all held in one place. It is a view that silences words, yet somehow fills you with more than you can hold. The Tahoe isn't empty. Back on the road, the pace slows. The road opens again, carrying me toward the east shore. Granite cliffs lean to the water, the highway pressed tight against stone. On the Nevada side near state line, the lake shows a different face. Here the shoreline hums with casinos, bright signs rising against the pines, a touch of Vegas energy tucked into the mountains. It's a contrast, the stillness of the water set against the noise of chants and lights. Tahoe holds both, wilderness and play, reflection and risk, all in one loop of road. And then the cave rock tunnel arises, dark cut through volcanic rock, sacred to the Washoe people, call this place the Lady of the Lake. I lean in and the bike plunges into the tunnel. The rumble of the engine bounces off stone, echoes filling the narrow space. And then, suddenly, daylight bursts ahead. The lake flashes silver, the ridges catching sun. Orange cones narrow the lanes. Crews and vests wave traffic through. Cars crawl past overlooks. At first it grates, the road glide idling low, my gloves resting on the bars while brake lights flicker ahead. Yet even here the lake is present, Flashes of blue between trunks, the weight of the mountains holding steady. Tahoe doesn't mind our delays. Maybe the lesson is patience. Maybe slowing down is part of the ride. By the day's end, the road carries me through Incline Village on the North Shore. Shadows stretch long across the cabins and pines. The lake glows gold in the last of the sun, water and sky blending into one. Families walk the sidewalks, barbecues smoke in backyards, but the road glide hums steady, northward carrying me out. Tahoe slips behind me in the mirrors, but the ride doesn't leave. It lingers, in the turns, in the shimmer of the water, in the echo of the engine. Some roads stay with you long after the tires cool. This one belongs to Tahoe. This one is etched into the heart of the ride.